Hello students, welcome to your moral science class. We are going to discuss our lesson 10, which is harmony among religions. So open your book and start reading with me. Truth is one, sages call it by various names the Rig Veda declared thousands of years ago. All human beings are seekers of ultimate truth, God, the Creator. Truth comes to us in numerous names and forms. It appears in different guises and approaches us from various directions. Whatever path people travel to reach me is my path, says the Bhagavad Gita. Being a human being, we are surrounded by so many religions. We are surrounded by the Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Isai, Jain, Buddhism and so on. So, we are surrounded by so many religions. But the people of the every religions want to please their God. The religion belongs, the people belongs to any religions. Their motive is to please their gods. They want that their God will be happy from us. By any path, whatever path they are traveling, whatever ways they are following, but everybody wants to please their God only. Religions are the pathways leading to God. They may be many, but ultimately they end in the Almighty. If all religions are the roads leading to God, then what is all the fighting about? If it is saying that the people belongs to any religion want to please their God only, so why they are fighting? There are a fighting between the two religions. So why they are fighting if their goal is same? They want to please their God. So why they are fighting? This is a very big question mark. What is generally considered as religion is a mixture of essential and non-essential. Ramakrishna Paramhans said, all scriptures contain a mixture of sand and sugar. We need to take out the sugar and leave the sand behind. You should extract the essence of religion, union with God or self-realization and leave the rest behind. It is saying that every religion has a mixture of essential and non-essential. Every religion contains some good part also, some bad part also. Like a sand and sugar. Sand means some bad parts and sugar means the good part. So what our duty is to, we have to take out the sugar from our religion and leave the sand behind. It's our duty to take the sugar from the mixture and leave the sand behind. Whatever helps you to manifest your divinity you embrace, whatever pulls you away from the ideal you avoid, love, honesty, kindness, brotherhood, trust, sharing, simplicity, humbleness, etc. are some of the quality of God. If a religion teaches you to practice these quality of God in your own life, it helps you to see God in the people around. Then you are on the right pathway leading to God. In this stanza, some qualities of God is given that we also have to accept these qualities like a love, honesty, kindness, brotherhood, trust, sharing, simplicity and so on. Okay, and if the religions teaches you all these virtues, then it helps you to look God in every people around you. Okay, if your religions teaches you all the virtues like the love, honesty, sharing, simplicity, kindness, brotherhood and so on, then your religions are teaching you to look God in every people around you. Then you are the right path leading to God. The carnage inflicted upon the world in the name of religion has nothing to do with genuine religion. The carnage means whatever the fighting, whatever the wars are going on in our surrounding, in our nation or in our country, it is nothing. It is not a genuine religion because our religions is not teaches us to fight with any other. People fight over doctrines and dogmas, as Swami Prabhavanand, the founder of the Vedanta Society of Southern California, would smilingly say, if you put Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad in the same room together, they will embrace each other. If you put their followers together, they may kill each other. It is a very simple line. Nowadays, we are seeing also that if you put Jesus, Buddha, and Muhammad in the same room, they embrace each other. But now, in the present scenario, if we put their followers together, they may kill each other because their thinking are very different. Their way of thinking, their viewpoints are very different. So maybe they can kill each others. Truth is one, but it comes filtered through the limited human mind. That mind lives in a particular culture, has its own experience of the world, and lives at a particular point in history. The infinite reality is thus processed through the limitation of time and space and is further processed through the confines of human understanding and language. The truth is very different from the past, from the history. Okay, nowadays the people are having different mindset, their thinking are very different. That's why their truth are very different. From the history, from the ancient part, their truth was very different from us if we are living here in the today's scenario. Manifestation of truth through scriptures, sages, and prophets will be different from age to age and from culture to culture. Light, when put through a prism, appears in various colors when observed from different angles, but the light always remains the same, that is the pure light. The same is true with spiritual truth. You have already studied in your science that from a prism, if we put a white light or a pure light from the prism, when it passes through, it gives you a 7 different colors. But the light is same. The light is only one, which is the pure light or white light. But when we are passing it through the prism has divided it into a 7 different colors. Like that only, like that it depends upon the, it is like our religion also. We are having only one God, that is a pure light. But because of the prism, because of the religions or the society, we have divided into many different colors. It is the example. Every religion has a specific gift to offer humankind. Every religion brings with it a unique viewpoint which enriches the world. Christianity stresses love and sacrifice. It is saying that what all the religions teaches us, okay? Islam emphasizes universal brotherhood and equality, with Buddhism advocates compassion. Vedanta or the Hindu tradition stresses the oneness of existence and the need for direct mystical experience. The Native American tradition teaches reverence for the earth and the natural world surrounding us. It is saying that what the different religions teaches us. Like the Christians people teaches us to love and sacrifice. Islam people teaches us the brotherhood and the equality. Buddhism teaches us the compassion, and the Hindu tradition teaches us the mystical experiences, and the Native American tradition teaches us to love with our nature from which we are surrounding. The world's spiritual traditions are like different pieces of a giant jigsaw puzzle. Each piece is different and each piece is essential to complete the whole picture. Each piece is to be honored and respected while holding firm to our own particular piece of a puzzle. We can deepen our own spirituality and learn about our own tradition by studying other faiths. We are better able to appreciate the truth in other tradition by studying our own tradition well. It is saying that this environment from which we are living, this religion is like a jigsaw puzzle. We all are the small pieces of the jigsaw puzzle. and each piece, each person or each religion is very important to complete the whole figure. Okay, every religion, every person is like a piece of a zigzag puzzle, and every piece is very important to cover up to make the whole picture. Next stanza. Just as we honor the various world religions and respect their followers, we must grow in our own particular spiritual path. Whatever it may be, we shouldn't dabble in a little bit of Buddhism and little bit of Islam and little bit of Christianity and then try a new combo plate the following week. If we throw 5 varieties of a dessert into a food processor, we will just get one unplateable mess. It is saying, suppose if you in your plate you are having 5 different kinds of a dessert and someone has mixed them well and it is showing you to eat it up, so you cannot eat it because it is just like a tasteless thing, because it is the mixture of 5 different desserts. Like that only, it is also saying that you have to follow only one religion. It doesn't matter that for a first week you are following the Buddhism, for the second week you are following Islam, and for the third week you are following the Hindu or Christianity. No. Just take one religion and follow the path of that religion. Because if somebody will give you a mixture of a various kind of a dessert, it will not be tasty. While Vedanta emphasizes the harmony of religion, it also stresses the necessity of diving deep into the spiritual tradition of our choice, sticking to it and working hard. If you want to dig a well, you have to choose your location and keep digging until you reach water. It doesn't do any good to dig a bunch of shallow holes. What it is saying, that suppose if you want to dig a well, suppose you have to mark a land. Then after that you have to dig it very well if you want to reach to the water. Like the same thing, if you want to reach towards your God, you have to follow one religion. What that religion teaches us, you have to follow that very thoroughly. A shallow spiritual life may be better than no spiritual life at all, but it doesn't take us where we want to go. The purpose of every religion is to reach God. Once we choose which spiritual path we wish to follow, we should doggedly pursue it until we reach the goal. Valuing tradition of other religions and learning from them can help us attain our goal. If we want to reach our God, we have to follow one religion, we have to work for it, we want to understand that what the religion want to teaches us. And if we are following our religion, we have to respect the other religion also. Because if we respect the other religion, if we value their religions, what they are teaching us, it helps us to attain our goal. All religion contains within themselves the same essential truths, although the packaging is different. Every human being on this planet is unique. He has been given the gift of a religion with a package when he was born. Every person when he was born, he belongs to a particular religion. It is saying the same, that only the packaging is different. Packaging means the religions are different, but every person has a special gift like their religions, and every person is unique. The road he should take to reach God is enshrined in this gift. As every individual is different, every person has his or her unique path to reach God. Paths of some people are narrow, some are broad, some are winding and difficult, and some are safe. Eventually, one should get to the top of the mountain, and this is the most important point in his or her life, that is self-realization. It doesn't matter that your path is a straight, crooked, or winding or broad. Every person wants to reach their God, but the person has to realize the self-realization. The person, it is a very important point that you have to self-realize yourself. Despite external variation in the world religions, the internals are almost alike. Every religion teaches similar moral and ethical virtues. That is very correct. Every religion, no matter which religion you are following, but every religion teaches us the same moral and ethical values. All religions teaches the importance of spiritual harmony and the necessity of honoring our fellow human beings. Every religion teaches us to spiritual harmony and to honor every human being. Like that, it is given example as different streams having their sources in different places all mingle their water in the sea. We are having so many rivers, their origin are very different. If we are having so many rivers, their origin are very different, but at the end they mingle in the one sea. They mingle in the sea only. Like that only, whatever path we are taking, whatever religion we are following, at the end we just want to please our God. We just wanted to reach our God. And an ancient Sanskrit prayer also highlights that different paths leading to one God. Whatever different path is there, it leads to one God only. O Lord, the different paths which people take through different tendencies, various though they appear, crooked or straight, all lead to thee. Means whatever path they are following, either it is crooked or straight, all leads to thee. Means all want to finish at their God. So this is the end of your lesson 10. I have already uploaded the exercises and the question answers on your portal. So please go through with it, and in our next video we will start our next lesson, which is lesson 11. Till then, thank you.